Hi guys, I want to share some tips about the gain stage settings using SATlive. Use a oscilloscope and MAT's FFT module and make the setting more accurate. And before the setting, let us read some menus. And this is my sound card menu. Sorry. Specification. Oh. Okay, it's page 92. Okay, this is my input specification and output specification. And you can find my setting. I set the line into the low gain, so it means my sound cards now can accept 19 dB input signal. So because the menu doesn't tell us what the test waveform it uses, so let's assume that it uses the sine wave first. Okay, don't worry because we can verify it in SATlive. So if it uses a sine wave, it should be an RMS, a RMS value. If you want to get to the 0 dBFS, so the voltage should be 22 dB. And my output set to 4 dB. So it means my sound card can output maximum 13 dB RMS voltage if it uses a sine wave. And okay, let me try. So if I set my output level of the signal generator in SATlive to the max 0, it means I can output the 13 dB value, RMS value. If these specifications is tested by the sine wave. Okay, and now let me see my DSP specification. So the input in the menu, it shows only the sensitivity, so it's a RMS value, and you can find it can accept the maximum voltage is 26 dB. So it means if we activate the pad and drag the knob to the lowest position, okay, it's negative 19 dB, it can accept 26 dB signal. But because my sound card, the maximum output is 13, so there is 3 dB difference. So we should set the gain to the negative 6 dB. Okay, and this will make the DSP to get the maximum output RMS level. It's 21.2 dB. But one thing we must care is my sound card maximum input is 19 dB now. There is 2.2 dB difference. So so for preventing the clip, we must reduce the output feeder first a little, and let me try the signal in the oscilloscope. Okay, and this. Oh, you can find some clip. So because I have reduced the output, so it means the clip is not from the output, and the clip is not because my sound card's input. It because the DSP input. But why? So I think it's because maybe some tolerance and the headroom of the manufacturer, and let me try reduce some gain. So 0.1. Let me see that. Okay. Okay, 0.2 and 0.3. Okay, you can find only 0.3 dB. It's better now. And let me try it in the FFT and use the THD to check. Okay, it's nice. And let me try restore some gain. And okay, you can find it's very interesting. Only 0.1 dB will make the big change. Okay, let me reduce to negative 6.3. Okay, it's better now. And the last thing is only the 2.2 dB difference. You have two choices. You can match it from the output, or you can reduce the difference from the input. So for my personally, I prefer reduce it from the input. Let me show you why. So let me see the output first, and negative 2.2. And okay, you can see the meter. And let me check the sine wave. Okay, it's nice. So I think the manufacturer use sine wave to the specifications volume. Okay, and let me try another way. Reduce the difference here, so it should be negative 8.5. And let me restore it to 0 dB. And let me check the THD. Okay, it's 0. It's very nice. But let me try another way. Minus 2.2 dB and restore it to negative 6.3. Oh, you can find the THD only have 0.01 volume. So if the source device's signal is high enough, I think both two ways it doesn't matter. But if the source signal is not high enough, I think reduce the difference from the terminal devices input is better. Because let me see a test, and let me set to the signal generator to negative 40. Okay, and we don't use the pad, and restore it to 0 dB, and let me do the test. Okay, the first way, let me reduce the signal from my source device's output, and let me capture the trace and reduce the signal from the output feeder, and negative 29 dB. You can find the signal has been reduced, but the static noise can't be reduced. But if I use the terminal device's input to do the same thing, there is a difference. Let me see. And restore it to 0 dB, and reduce the negative 29 dB from the terminal device's preamp, and we can just click the pad. Okay, it's minus 6 dB. Okay, you can find the signal has been reduced, and the static noise also being reduced. Let me capture. Okay, and restore it, and do the same thing from here. Let me check it again. Negative 29 dB. So it's very interesting. You can find the signal is same, but only the static noise. Because use the terminal devices preamp to reduce the signal, the static will also be reduced by the terminal device's input pad. So okay.